Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's bonus reading. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I begin to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy, whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. For starters, I would like to say my regular live readings are on Saturdays and Mondays, but sometimes I get called to the altar and I call these bonus readings. They are typically sporadic. I don't know when I'll post them, but today I was feeling called. And what I will do at this time, I would like to look into the stones to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And with that being said, let's get right into the messages. The way the stones are falling, they're breaking off into different messages like a street path where you can go right or left. And as I go a little bit further, it branches off again and branches off again, like a tree with many branches. And the first message that they're bringing to our attention has to do with mental health. There may be someone or something in your world that has a mental health diagnosis. You might work in this field. There may be a family member in your world that suffers or has a mental health diagnosis. But the higher message here suggests that they're in your world to deepen the level of compassion because their energy is so otherworldly. Their energy is off on a different vibration. It causes you to have a deeper level of empathy, a deeper level of compassion that this world doesn't offer or that isn't readily available to most people. But there's something here about what it's doing to your heart that speaks the loudest. It's moving you or cause you to move in a way that honors the sacred. Yeah, and they're bringing this to the forefront because oftentimes when it comes to mental health, this is a group of people that is often hidden. It's often kept at home, kept away from the masses. But due to their isolation, their energy serves as a engine or the heart that pumps on a different level, fueling everyone that cares for them. Oh, this is unique. They're serving a very unique purpose. That is a very interesting message. And the second message that I'm seeing here is that there may have been a radical change in some of your worlds surrounding the people that you were closest to. What I can see is that there is healing going on. The reason healing is happening lets me know that there were wounds that occur. There was a problem before. There was an issue so deep that it brought about some degree of trauma, hurt, and pain for you, to where now they're either not in your world anymore or the way that they're in your world is not the same. But now the people who are serving as intimate relationships to you are more in alignment because they see your heart, they see your empathy, they see the level of compassion that you have, highlighting your power. You were not in a power position in the previous group of friendships that you belonged to. You may have been the server. You may have been the one always giving and doing in order to keep your place in that space. But whenever that issue or that turbulent situation occurred to where it is no longer there, now it left room for other people to fill the space, to see the very heart that that group did not see before. And it is empowering you. Wow, I want to see what happened. What happened to you in these group of people that was closest to you? What is this intimate relationship about for the collective? And in reference to this intimate relationship ring, the cards that came out were nature, gaslight, nourishment, make peace, and healing relationship bonds. And what I'm seeing here is that there was a group of people that you were closely associated with, whether it came from a workforce or a friendship group or a family system. What I'm seeing here is that they did not acknowledge or recognize your true nature. They didn't recognize who you were at a spiritual level. And whenever you showed up and expressed yourself fully, they may have gaslighted you. They may have made you feel like what you were experiencing wasn't real or wasn't true. Like you were making it up, and somehow you're always bringing problems. This is the dynamic that I'm seeing for some of you. But you decided to remove yourself. You decided that you would much rather be in relationships, friendships, or a work environment that nourished you on a deeper level. And now you're making peace with that. You're making peace with whatever situation that has happened. And you're healing those bonds that were broken. So yeah, some of you cut ties. Some of you may have blocked or completely ended friendship groups or a relationship that was very significant to you. I can see that. And you're healing what you expect from a relationship because you are now acknowledging the true nature of your energy and making sure that you show up for yourself. And not only that, you're making sure that others are showing up for you in the proper way. And this is what's putting you in a position of power. And this is what the higher energy is bringing to the forefront. Because it's what you're healing. It's what you're making peace with. And they want to acknowledge you and commend you for being able to take a stand for yourself. By you taking a stand for yourself, it is shifting the energy on an energetic level, aligning you with your power, aligning you with the type of actions or steps that you should be taking in reference to your authenticity, your true frequency, moving in a rightful way that honors the deepest part of yourself. And also, because I told you these messages were branching off from one message to the next, what it's also doing in reference to these bonds that you're healing, the perspective that you're gaining, is making you more aware of how interconnectedness works in the human experience. You're becoming quite the philosopher, quite the psychoanalyst in regards to behavior and learning how to maneuver yourself through all these energies that are coming towards you, yearning for you, wanting something from you. You're recognizing the takers, the users, from the givers and lovers. And this is opening a new door for you, giving you access to the world below, surrounding the messages around energy. You're deepening your wisdom. You're deepening your perspective about energetic work. And you're no longer taking it personal. That's why you're healing these bonds, because you know it's not personal. And you're ascending away from the negative thought process that comes towards energy. And you're grounding this new idea of what it means to be a warrior. I can see some of you have a little bite to you, a little bit of feistiness, a little edge to you. And people did not expect or do not expect you to use that edge against them, because they're feeling the pain of you slashing your sword to cut ties against energies that are not conducive to you. You're not assigning people to roles to say, this is my friend and I'm letting them take advantage of me. No, you're saying this energy this person is carrying is not conducive to the type of vibration that I have. And you're doing something about it regardless of the roles that they have. People can be demoted and promoted any day. And you're stepping into that space, acknowledging that there is a creator within you that must thrive, that must survive. And you're understanding how energies can influence the creator within you. Yeah. Period. Wow, such a large message. But not to keep going, but the energies are still moving. The reason why you're taking such a cutting edge in regards to certain energies is because the abundance that's attached to your creativity. This is a spiritual wealth that is attached to you, that you're grounding, that you're trying to materialize in the real world because it's in the earth. You're grounding it. And you're seeing the residuals that is coming from you taking on certain tasks by you expressing your creativity. And you're cutting or putting forth this edge that you have to stop anyone that could interfere with this creativity that you have. But I want to know why you're so invested in protecting this energetic or this creative energy that you have. What is this creative energy that the collective is grounding at this particular time? That's one. When it comes to the creativity that you're grounding, the cards that came out were Parallel Universe, Starting from Scratch, Confirm Your Senses, Isolation, and Give Back. And what I'm downloading here is that some of you have started over. Some of you have revamped yourself so much that you may not even recognize yourself, or people may not recognize you. There's something about you and your energy that is new, that is refurbishing itself. And a part of this has to do with your access or your connection with the universe. It's like your spiritual process or your spiritual nature or your spirituality has taken you off into the stratosphere. Some of you may have altars in your space. Some of you meditate. Some of you are doing something that is causing you to isolate, or that makes you isolate yourself. And in this isolation process, you go off into a different dimension. I'm not sure exactly what some of you are doing, but it is connecting you to the universe. And this is confirming all the things that you feel. It's confirming your senses. It's verifying the information and the downloads that you feel. And giving you the formulas, the secrets, the downloads that you need to be able to properly express yourself. Because Give Back came out. This is a system that you have found that works for you. And it's connecting you to the universe, grounding you here back at home. You have created this force field to pull in all the information that you need. And now you're able to give back to the world in a way that fuels you, in a way that excites you, in a way that it is viewed like creativity. Because it's so otherworldly. Whatever it is that you're doing or pulling in, it is being viewed as a creative endeavor. This is so interesting. I see the process, but I don't see what it is. I'm going to dive back in one more time to see if they will allow me to tap into the collective energy to see what it is that you're creating in this space, this isolated space that you have cultivated for yourself. Okay. And the cards that came out were space wandering, personal life, overcoming, intuition, and stories to share. And what I'm downloading here is that your personal life or your spiritual journey has taken you into a different world. And the reason why you started this was to help you overcome the turbulence in your world. You started off originally because your world did not have a space where you felt like you were understood. So your isolation began as a protective measure to safeguard your spiritual journey, to safeguard your spirit. Your intuition knew that you needed to go within in order for you to have solace. And you have been here for quite some time. You have found a home here within yourself, within your spiritual journey, and your intuition stayed guiding you. What I'm seeing is that due to you being here such a long time without anyone knowing the depth of where you have gone, by you protecting yourself and cultivating this relationship with the spirit world, you have many stories about your spiritual journey that no one has ever heard before. And now that you're healing certain parts of yourself and deepening your heart chakra through the activation of your journey, taking you through different experiences, it is advancing you, elevating you to the point that you have to tell. You have to say something about your experience. And this is the creativity within you that is going to bless you financially, that's going to bless you energetically once you voice in whatever way you see fit the vibration of your experience. Stories to Share came out, and because I know there is a world of you who are listening actively, your stories are coming through many avenues and many ways. Some of your stories are coming through poetry, coming through the arts, coming through the science, coming through music. But the basis of the creativity has to do with your spiritual journey and what you have gone through and what you have accessed. Because words may not be enough for some of you. That's why it's coming out as creative. The expression of this energy. Once you express it out, people are going to gravitate towards you by the boatloads. So don't try to restrict yourself and saying this is the only way I must do it. Allow your intuition to guide you in this expression. And once you do, people are going to feel you on a soul level. People are going to feel your vibration and know that this is something otherworldly, because this is something that they have never heard before. This is going to be something they have never felt before. And you're the carrier of this energy. No wonder you're so protective of it. I can hear, what is that saying? I heard Erykah Badu say it. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my artistry. And she used colorful words, you know. She's sensitive about it. You're sensitive about your baby, because this space is what has protected you. This space is what has been there for you, giving you a home when the world did not allow you to feel like you belonged. Not only that, you found your place in it. You were fueled. You felt safe. It can be scary trying to figure out how you're going to express this energy. But some of you have taken this on with pride, with honor, with tenacity. This is quite natural. This is natural to want to protect yourself, to protect this creative endeavor that you have. Because it's coming from the heart. It's coming from your soul. And you know how toxic and you know how negative people can be in this day and age when they hear someone different or something different. But don't be alarmed. That's going to come regardless. And you're going to develop a system to safeguard yourself from that. But the more important message here is that there is something within you that is going to come out, and it will beam like a light. Not just like a lighthouse for ships that are lost at sea. No, this beaming light is going to shoot up in the universe, carrying the same vibration of the connection that you have forged when you were isolated, off in the stratosphere, letting the world know that there is something otherworldly here, and you're ready to share. You have something to say. Wow, very powerful and unique message. Thank you all for joining me in today's bonus reading. This is for the creators. Very interesting. And what I will do at this time, I'm going to take this time to close out tonight's Healing Circle. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you all at the next.